Hey there everybody, again it's Dice Bag, and today we're taking a break from the card games and talking about Axie Infinity. What the heck is this? Well, this is what you call a crypto game because it basically runs on Ethereum as kind of a cloud computing platform instead of having everything like stuck on one server. It's on the blockchain, so this is all run by cryptocurrency and whatnot. And if you're not familiar with that, I'm not gonna go through all the details on this video. I just want to talk a little bit about the game. And basically, I figured instead of doing some long video where I just explain everything, that's not really my style. So maybe I'll just go through whenever I get new Axies and kind of talk about them like I would with the cards when I open a booster pack or something. So without further ado, well, I should probably explain what Axies are to begin with. They're basically just these little potato shaped Pokemon things that you can collect, battle, and well, raising isn't really a thing right now, but breeding sure is. And that's pretty much the main focus of what we're doing right now. You can see I've got a nice collection started up here. And let's check out the newcomers. Now you can see right here, these guys are a little smaller. These are like the little babies. These are in the petite cycle of life. And as you can see, they've got a few. It takes 5 days to go from egg to adult, where they can actually be used to battle and breed and all that. But once they get to the petite stage, which is 3 days in, then you can see all the little traits that they have. Now these guys were bred from a couple of my own, so we're just going to go through and talk about what he's got and if it's actually good or not. And first of all, this guy, he didn't turn out so well. Well, let's see. Got a little spreadsheet here to keep track of what I'm trying to get out of these guys, and he didn't get a whole lot. What we wanted was one of these bird Axies. You can see he's got two parents and they're two different colors. The green obviously is plants, or yeah, plant, that's what they call them. And then the pink is bird. And we were going for a bird, but we got a plant. So that was pretty much a toss-up. Not much you can do about that. He did end up with 3 bird parts, which not quite as good as what I was going for. That's as good as his parents. I was hoping for 4. So he was kind of he dropped the ball on this guy. The random number god did not look favorably upon us with this. Now, it looks like, let's see, he's got his hungry bird one, 25 damage. That's a pretty good attack move. Same thing with noble glare, tri-spikes, that's not too bad. And feather fan, nice offensive debuff. He's actually not a bad offensive Axie, but his stats are kind of meh because the plant guys are not exactly made for it. Now, he's got low skill, so he's probably gonna miss a lot, but his morale is decent. Yeah. HP, he's never gonna use that. This is all wasted because all his attacks have low defense. There's the defense right there, 5. Usually if it's below 10, it's not even worth anything defensively. And that one's only got a 2, an 8, and an 11. Now that one's not too bad, but 1 out of 4, not so good. And then his eyes and ear parts, I don't think I really had any specific intentions there, but they're not especially desirable. He was kind of a miss. Well, let's check out some of my other guys. I got a couple ones in this batch that were pretty good, and I like to do batches that are in multiples of 3 because Axies tend to battle in teams of 3. So once they reach adulthood, all of them, you can just slap a couple teams together from these guys. But this might be a little difficult because these guys are, I don't think there's a single good tank among them, so they're going to be really vulnerable. Anyways, we're gonna skip this guy, go right to this one, our other plant Axie. And let's see. Yeah, this was another attempt at a tank that didn't turn out so well. He's got high hit points though, so that's a good thing. He might be able to take a few hits. But then he's got Sirius. This is probably his best defensive move, and it's only a 13, which that's kind of weird. Okay, I guess he has it. That's the Sirius mouth right there. Looks serious, doesn't it? Yeah. And let's see, antenna, that's an offensive move basically with a little bit of healing. High accuracy, that's interesting. Jaguar, I don't even have this in my gene pool as far as I know, but he must have been in one of the receptives. But yeah, that's another offensive move on my attempt at a tank. And then Shrimp with the kite and jump. Yeah, this is an offensive one too. Has the backdoor ability, so it prioritizes the furthest target rather than the nearest one. So if you've got a guy with weak Axies in the back hiding behind their tanks, he can go back and hit those. It's a good offensive move, but it's on a guy that was supposed to be a tank. It's like there's not a single tanky part on this guy. That one didn't turn out so well. So we'll save the good ones for last. We're gonna go through this guy. I think this was probably yeah, this was another attempt at a tank. The aquatic ones, they can be decent tanks too, along with the plant ones, but they don't have as many high defensive moves. So he's got Razor Bite. That's pretty mediocre. It's just medium attack, medium defense. Cactus. Cactus is actually a good move, but it's mostly good on plants who have really low speed because it gains a bonus to attack if it's used in the last turn. So putting it on a high speed aquatic Axie is probably not the best place for it to be. And he's got a bug move. That's kind of a defensive debuff. And another one with Shrimp. So, another one that's supposed to be a tank, but not actually a tank. His parents were pretty tanky, but we can't have everything. And on to the next guy. This one, let's see. Yeah. Okay, this guy's got decent HP and speed. I think he's got the cactus again, so that's not best placement. Risky Fish, there's a decent attack move. Furball, that's alright. And Wall Gecko, I really don't like Wall Gecko. I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to be. It looks like it's a defensive move. It's got this Crimson Deal thing, so when he uses it to defend, instead of taking the defense off of the damage that's dealt, he just loses a fourth of his hit points, and then the attack misses completely. But a fourth of your hit points is kind of a lot. I don't really like this little tail thing. And this guy, it's not good for offense either, so he's basically got one kind of mediocre defensive move in the midst of some kind of good attacks. But yeah, it looks like he was supposed to be a tank too. These are some tanky dudes. I tried to breed a lot of tanks, but none of them turned out. That's weird. I'm gonna have to shuffle up my teams for these guys. But yeah, on to the good ones. Here we go. This is a beast Axie. Now you can see, oh, look at this. 4 beast parts in a row. So this guy's goal is that we're trying to get as close to a pure breed Axie as we can. And by pure breed, we mean he has all 6 parts that match his basic class. So this guy's 4 out of 6. That's a pretty good one to go with. So he's going to be some good breeding stock for the future. Now, as far as well, I should probably explain why that's good. Once you get a pure breed Axie of a couple different types, you can actually breed them together, and there's a chance the offspring will be of a secret class, which has some special things to go with it that are unnamed as far as we know. There's a few of them hanging around, but most people don't have them. But anyways, his moves are not as good. He's got this mouth. I think it's one of the only beast mouths that I have in my gene pool here. But basically he can buff his own morale. Wow, that is sky high morale. Oh wow. That might actually be good for him, because if he's got morale that high and then he buffs it even more with his self-rally mouth on confident, adds another 6 to it, so it will be a 64. That's crazy high. And morale affects your chance to do critical hits, so yeah, I could see him doing a lot of damage, especially this dual blade. Critical strikes deal 250% damage. Yeah, I want that. Maybe the confident mouth ain't so bad here. Then there's the buzz. It's just it's a debuff move. It's not really a damage move. And then shrimp, another one that's good. Is that the third shrimp I've gotten in this batch? I think so. That's weird, because I feel like I just got an Axie that had those, and then now they're showing up everywhere. Anyways, that guy will actually do well as a breeding partner for this one, because as you can see, 5, count them, 5 beast parts. And he's got a lot of the same stuff going on. He doesn't have the confident mouth though. So once we put that guy with the next one and get a little baby out of him, there's pretty good chance that we might see a pure breed or something very close. And then it's just a matter of trying more than once. And each Axie can be bred up to 7 times. So we got 7 chances between those two to get ourselves a pure breed. Now let's see, as far as his moves, he's got the razor bite, which is pretty mediocre, dual blade, which is alright I guess, furball toss a little better, and hair. +5 attack if the target is slower than the user. He's not that fast, so that's probably not going to trigger all that often. So as an actual combatant, he's probably not super great, but having the 5 out of 6 things is going to be good for the actual breeding part of it. So that's a long-term goal that we can work towards with these things. Alright, so there you have it. We'll do more videos like this and just talk about my next batches of Axies as they grow up. And thanks for watching. We'll see you later. And go ahead and check out Axies. Axie Infinity is the game. AxieInfinity.com right there. You can check it out, and heck, if you want to give it a try, maybe I can set you up with a good deal on your first team of Axies. So don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later, and bye.